MICAH Beats activated.
Welcome to Just Therapy, where we talk about life with a comedy twist. With your hosts, comedian Sean Boyd, Antonio Ferguson, and Miss KT. We talk about a whole bunch of shit from politics to people actually taking shits. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the therapy session. Man, this beat dope. Make a motherfucker want to rap. I can't rap, man. Hold on, here we go. I can't rap. I really can't. But come sit down on the couch with us. Man, I can't rap. Come to the couch. Enjoy the show. Let's go. Just another day on the couch, talking about all the problems of today. That's where the hand claps go. Yeah. I didn't bring the soundboard up, but welcome back to the couch. It is another beautiful Monday evening, y'all. And I'm excited. I know y'all excited. I'm tired, but you can't tell, motherfuckers. So we about to have a good time, man. Big shout out to my guest, my little brother last week, Ben Palmer Trolls. I hope y'all enjoyed that episode. He said he had a blast hanging out with everybody on the couch. So tonight, listen, I'm excited. I am excited. We just talked before the show, and I got a guest for your ass tonight. It's going to be another great episode, and I always say it's another beautiful Monday evening, but my guy is from down under in Australia, so it's another beautiful Tuesday morning. Welcome to the show, social worker and author Brent Sams. Yeah.
G'day, mate.
I had the soundboard ready when I had to bring you on. I had to bring it on now. What's going on, brother? How you doing this Tuesday morning for you, Monday evening for us in the States? How you doing?
Yeah, good. Just getting ready to kick off the day. Let's go.
Hey, that's what's up. Kick off the day with a little therapy session and talk some shit, have some fun, have some laughs, man. It's always a good thing to start the day off with. I always end my Monday with it, so it helped me wind down and get ready for the rest of the week. But yeah, man.
I gotta be pumped up, mate. Gotta be pumped up.
Got
to. The day right.
Got to. All right, man. So listen, we're gonna get right into it, man. You got a book called I just fucking had it. Hold on, give me a second. You got a book called The Self-Care Revolution: How to Take Control of Your Well-Being. There we go. Yeah, man. So we about to really get into it, man. So I know I talked to you before. You're from Australia. I know some people might want to know how long you've been in Australia, man. How you been there your whole life?
Yeah, mate. I grew up here. As we said previously, other than a couple of overseas trips, been here for all 37 and a half years. Excited to have a chat and see where we go.
There we go. Now you became a social worker. What made you want to be a social worker?
This is where the therapy starts.
Let's get it. Come on.
So when I was 13, I was walking with my little brother to school, or to catch the bus to school. Mm-hmm. And I watched him get run over by a school bus.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry to hear that.
Died on the spot. So what happened was I was part of the Adventist church at the time, and just got a lot of help from church pastors, school counselors, ex-teachers that became social workers. And I thought the only way I can say thanks is to pay it forward. So that's what I did. I went and did some training to become a support worker for people with disabilities, and then built on top of that and became a social worker. So yeah, the whole idea was to pay it forward, because yes, I can say thanks, but the bigger impact is going to be making other people's lives better.
Right. Absolutely. Man, we was talking, and I didn't ask that question when we was talking, and I did not expect to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I know. So you basically got into it to help people go through some of the stuff that you went through, just with the grief and everything, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. And now, why did you pick working with people with disabilities, though? Let me ask you that.
It was really a weird one. I kind of fell into the role. So I did it's kind of like a community college here. We call it TAFE, where you do like Cert 3, Cert 4 in a community services course. So I did that, and then from there, the idea is that it builds into a job. So I applied for a few jobs where I grew up, which is up near the Queensland border, New South Wales, all the way. Go the Blues. Football, mate. State of origin, Google it. So then couldn't find anything. So then I moved down to Newcastle, where my now wife grew up, and got a job as a support worker.
Okay.
In like a day program. So it's kind of like a childcare centre, but it's for adults with disabilities. Take them out swimming, take them to the beach, take them for a barbecue. Things that they're interested in, 10-pin bowling. And then as I, built from there. So I started as a, low-level support worker, went to a senior support worker, which is kind of like a team leader, mentoring new support workers. And then went into case management, a little bit of child protection. And then, then this is the child protection was after I did my social work degree. So here in Australia, you don't need a master's degree to be a licensed social worker.
Okay.
It's just a bachelor's 4-year degree. I'm one of the few lucky ones that managed to stretch a 4-year degree to 7.5 years.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
It takes a special kind of person to do that. So then, did some child protection and some case management, and then went, I really liked the behaviours. So then what I'm doing now is basically a behaviour therapist for people with disabilities. So what I do there is look at trends in behaviour, look at potentially why that person is displaying that behaviour, and then put strategies in place for parents, those that are caring for that person. So it says, if you see this behaviour, your response is this.
Okay.
So over time, the idea is that person learns to get what they want. They don't need to display the behaviour. Right. So we're reducing behaviours of concern. So that's, physical aggression, verbal aggression, property damage, absconding, so running away, trying to leave their environment. So, over time, the plan is that person learns, I don't need to do that to get what I want, because what I'm communicating through my behavior, they're picking up on, and I'm getting that response.
Right. So it's almost like you help them communicate without the behavior part.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
What I find is the majority of the behaviors are communication.
Right.
So what are they trying to communicate through that behavior? So if I can teach people to pick up on what they're trying to communicate in the early stages of the behavior, then we're not going to get to this peak behavior up here.
Right. What's going on, brother McGrew? That's my guy. He said, "What's up, brother Sean Brett? You're the man. Keep up the good work." Nice.
Trying to, mate. Trying to.
So transitioning from social work into being an author, what made you want to write a book?
So part of the social work degree, at least here in Australia, is there's a massive component of self-care because, you're going into, so the majority of social workers here in Australia work for the government, whether that's in health, so in a hospital, in child protection. You're going to find stressful times during that job. You're having to go in and, for the child's safety, remove a child.
Right.
That can be stressful. So what they've done is they've gone, okay, we need to teach social workers how to take better care of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
What I've done is I've taken that a step further and said, well, why limit that to social workers? Why not teach everybody? So what I've done is written this book. I'm also writing a course based on the book, as well as a second book that looks at teaching the general public how to take better care of themselves. And this could be the second book is around 7 pillars of self-care.
Okay.
So you're looking at like physical, so being physically active. So 15 minutes of walking a day is enough to reduce your stress levels. And let's face it,
how many minutes?
15
minutes walking a day. Okay.
Yeah. If you can do that outside, that's even better.
Right.
But if you've only got a treadmill or a Stairmaster, then use that. But 15 minutes of active, breathing, getting your blood flowing is enough to reduce your stress. And let's face it, stress is everywhere.
Yep, it is.
And the stress could be from work, could be from family, could be financial stress, could be, trauma that you experienced as a child.
Right.
So it comes down to how we respond to that stress. So if we can teach ourselves to respond better, then that stressful situation doesn't become a huge event. So that the areas are physical, so you're being active, nutrition, looking after your nutrition and having better quality food rather than McDonald's 7 nights a week.
Yeah.
Sleep, getting enough sleep. What's enough sleep? That's going to be different for everyone. Some people thrive on 4 to 6 hours of sleep.
Right.
But what they've shown is that, yes, 4 to 6 is okay. But if you can get an extra hour or 2, that's going to be even better.
Right.
So they say 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night.
7 to 9. Okay.
Yeah. If you're lucky, you get more. But what they've shown there is that if you get too much sleep, then you're adding in stress rather than taking it away.
Okay.
What are the other areas? I should know this. So emotional intelligence. What is it that? How are you able to control your emotions? And it's not don't show your emotions. It's show your emotions in an appropriate manner.
Right. Don't act out and don't lash out at people or take a bad day out on somebody else that has nothing to do with the bad day. Okay.
That's right. Yeah. Being mindful. How can you sit for 5 minutes and write in a journal of what your thoughts were for the day, how you responded to those thoughts. Because what gets measured gets managed. Right. So part of the process is documenting what's going on and seeing what works for you and what doesn't.
Right.
And everybody's going to be different. So what is considered self-care for one person might actually be a stressful situation for another person.
For somebody else, yeah.
So you're looking at
like writing their stuff down and kind of reliving it and keep going through it, and then it's there when they look into it to write something else down, and they look back at yesterday and say, "Oh, damn," So yeah.
So looking at introverts and extroverts, they're different personalities.
Right.
An introvert, their self-care is going to be at home alone. Maybe under a blanket watching a movie on Netflix.
Okay.
Where an extrovert, that's their stressful situation because they're wanting that engagement with people.
Right.
They're wanting to talk to someone. So their self-care would be going out and talking to someone, like physically face-to-face with someone.
Right.
Because then that gets that need met. So
Okay.
everyone's different, and everyone will have a list of self-care strategies that work for them that
Mhm.
may not work for someone else.
Hmm.
Like the biggest one I find is people say coffee is not, like, drinking coffee is not a self-care strategy, because what it does is it increases your blood flow because
Right.
of
Caffeine.
the caffeine.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me while I have a coffee. For me, coffee is a self-care because I grind my own beans, I have a French press, and I make my own coffee.
Oh, so you fancy with your coffee, huh?
It's called an addiction, mate. An addiction. So for me, it's a sensory process. Like I've got the smell of the beans grinding, the sounds, the auditory of the beans grinding. It's then the steeping of the coffee in the French press that, the hot water extracts the oils, gives off a scent. So for me, it's all of that built into one. It's 5 minutes away from work where I can go, okay, I just need 5 minutes to myself.
Right. Right.
So, close the laptop, put the phone on silent, don't talk to anyone because I work from home.
Right.
So that's my self-care 6-7 times a day.
Nice. Nice. So what was the process of even, writing the book? Like, did it take you a while to get to the point of, getting these self-care, pillars and, just talking about the self-care?
So actually, I had a very bad self-care training that I offered a couple of years ago.
Okay.
It was really rushed. It was, not well thought out. And I was talking to a fellow social worker who does behavior support as well. And she suggested, write a book, do a course. So this book took me about 3 days to write.
Really?
So what I did was just had an outline of what I wanted to talk about, and then just under each topic just wrote.
Nice.
And if it's something that you're passionate about, something that you know a bit about, it's going to come easy.
Right.
Where if you're trying to write something that you don't know about, it's like me trying to go and write, I don't know, something about plants. I've got no idea. So, building on your strengths, and everyone has different strengths. So let's build on the strengths that you do have, so that what you're less strong in doesn't become an issue.
Okay.
So for me, it was all the planning in how to write the book of what I wanted to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
That was a bit of an issue because I hated it at uni. This was your assignment, go and write it. And you sit there for 2 days going, what do I write about?
Right.
Where for here it was, I know it. This is what I do. This is what I've done. And it was more around putting my thoughts into a book rather than, going back to literature and going, okay, this is what self-care is.
Right.
Because it's what works for me.
Right.
What works for me might also work for someone else.
Right. And then even if it doesn't, even if every step doesn't work for another person, they might be able to take some of the steps and it actually help them.
Yeah. Or that one,
all of them.
or that one step that doesn't work, that might jog something in their memory and go, okay, this doesn't work, but this does.
Right.
So let's try that one.
Okay. Nice.
It's kind of like, going back to the behavior support that I do, I provide a list of strategies for parents and carers.
Mm-hmm.
And there might be 15 strategies that at some point have worked to de-escalate behaviors. Well, if your client is in, really peak behaviors, you work your way through the list of strategies. What works today may not work tomorrow. So it's just a matter of repeats through that list of strategies that work. There's your strategy for self-care.
Nice. So I'm assuming since you've been in, the social work and, and the self-care for so long, it didn't come, it wasn't hard, to come up with these, with the book and, the self-care products and stuff like that. Now, I did see on your website that you have like a 30-day self-care challenge. Tell us a little bit about that.
So this is designed for people that, may be new to self-care or that know of self-care, like they've Googled it, they know the term, but don't actually know what it is. So the idea of that was, here's a list of things, like you do one thing a day, and it's going to meet the 7 pillars of self-care. So, today it might be go for a 15-minute walk outside. Tomorrow it might be sit and meditate, some deep breathing exercises, in through the nose, out through the mouth. What that does is breathing in through your nose reduces your heart rate, reduces your stress, but breathing in through your mouth actually increases your stress. So by breathing in through your nose, it doesn't really matter if you breathe out through your mouth or nose. It's the intake that is the effect.
Wow.
So for 15 minutes tomorrow, you might sit and do some deep breathing exercises. The next day, it might be, look at your retirement plans and say, okay, can I juggle this around, move things around to get a better outcome?
Okay.
What that does is that then reduces the financial stress for when you retire. The different strategies. So each day you do something. At the end of the month, you document what you're doing throughout the month. So you get a book and just journal how that felt for the day.
Right.
There's also a self-care assessment, which is free on the website. So what you do is you go in and complete the self-care assessment. And then, in 3 months' time, you might go and do it again. Look at the improvements that you've made. Does that influence your response to stresses?
Oh, okay. I like that. So the walking, I know you brought that up a couple times. So do you actually continue to follow your own self-care practices on a daily basis, like doing the 15-minute walk a day?
I try to. Physical exercise is not something that I'm keen on doing. So when I was in high school, I was playing 15 games of basketball a week.
Okay.
For the school men's A grade, I was 14 at the time playing A grade men's basketball, representative basketball. So my knees are shot. So physical exercise for me isn't great, and you could probably tell I love to eat. But there's other things that I can do. Like I can, it might not be the exercise. It might be I've got 2 kids under 6. Run around with those for 10 minutes. That's the physical exercise there.
Right.
Sleep. Yeah, 2 kids under 6. Doesn't always
little kids. You're lucky if you get 5, right?
That's right. So yeah, and the idea is you do it daily. Like you do something every day, but it's not something that should be a task. It should be fun, built into your day. And in the short term, if you need to plan it out and go, okay, for these 10 minutes, I'm going to do this. And then over time, you just learn to build that into your day without scheduling it in.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you this. So what's more rewarding? Helping people figure out how to communicate with, a disabled child, or helping somebody, take care of themselves, do the self-care? Or are they equal?
For me, it's equal. It's helping. The reward for me is seeing the positive change in someone's life, whether that's through self-care or through behavior support. But to be able to teach someone to take care of themselves so that they can take better care of someone else, that's the reward.
Okay.
You can't take care of someone else effectively if you're not taking care of yourself first.
That's true. That is true. Absolutely. So you say you got 2 kids in the house under 6?
Yeah, well, 6, and 3.
Oh, 6 and 3. Oh, yeah, you got your hands full. I got a 4-year-old. Yeah, so she's not here today, but oh my gosh, she'd have definitely came and said hi already. But woo, it'd be a lot. And I get it, So sometimes when we get a chance to sleep in, I try to take advantage of that. And she'd be like, Daddy, I'm ready to get up. No, let's get a couple more minutes. And then she'll go.
What's a sleeping?
She'll say, oh, okay. And then go back to sleep, get some more sleep. Because they're growing at that age anyway. So, sleep helps them grow. It helps me, not beat them up as much,
Helps you take self-care so
There you
that you
go.
can take better care of her.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go. Nice. So I know you said you're in the process of writing another book, correct?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. And then you said in the process of doing something else too.
So based on this first book, I'm writing a training course where I go into in-depth, kind of going to be like in this situation where I'm talking to a computer,
Okay.
but it will be recorded and put online so that people can purchase it.
Okay.
Going more into detail around the self-care practices of the book, and then teaching, how to incorporate those self-care strategies more into your life. But the second book, I've kind of done a George Lucas and a Star Wars, in that the first book is actually the second book.
Okay. Okay.
So the second book is more around what the 7 pillars of self-care are, and how to incorporate each of those pillars into your self-care routine.
Mm-hmm.
So on the self-care assessment, it's talking about the pillars that aren't mentioned in the first book, because that's kind of from the second book.
Right.
So, yeah, you do the assessment, you look at the pillars. If you know what the pillars are, you can go, okay, I know what these ones are. You go back to the books.
Mm-hmm.
These is how I can improve that pillar. And then in a month to 3 months' time, however long is between the assessments that you take, well, then you can see the improvement for that pillar.
Okay. Nice. And if
And
anybody
you're not going to find a high level across all pillars, because some months are going to be less physical and more emotional, where some months you might have a really emotional month and you just can't seem to get yourself up for that emotional pillar, but your physical might come back up and actually go higher.
Right.
So it's what works for you at that time.
Okay. All right. And Couchers, if you want to check out the book or even do the free self-care assessment, you can go to this website, selfcarezone.gumroad.com. Make sure you check it out. You can also pick up a copy of the book. I'm telling you, I got a copy and I'm going to start reading it here tonight after the podcast. I've been so crazy. I have my self-care right now is, hanging out with my daughter, like while I'll sit there on the trampoline while she jumps for hours.
Kids are insane. They'll jump for hours.
Huh?
Where do you get the energy? Where do kids get the energy from?
I do not know, but she has so much energy. She'll be flipping on, like in the wintertime, she'll flip on the couch, jump on the couch, and then summertime, nope, let's go to the trampoline. We done been at a trampoline where I was pitch dark outside and it was nothing but lightning bugs lighting it up. And I have her jumping out there because, like, you about to get rid of this energy. So we can go to sleep. But yeah, that's like my self-care, hanging out with her. Playing softball is pretty cool. Got self-care. And then, being on stage, man, I think that is like my true, just my go-to place where I can just forget about everything and just go have fun and not worry about a thing and just do me. So, but I do need to pick up some other self-care tips and some other self-care activities. So I'm definitely go check the book out. I just not had enough time to make sure I get my self-care in, man, as far as just reading the book. And so yeah. So like I said, I know you got the second book coming out and you working on that tutorial pretty much. What else? What's next for you as as a social worker and an author? Are you going try to like maybe do, make more books after this other book or after the tutorial, or are you trying to like get to another level in social work? Like what's your next step?
I think for me, the next step is one thing I've noticed is that, especially in the disability space, there's not really anything in terms of professional boundaries training.
Okay.
So, support workers might be, discussing things at the workplace in front of clients that shouldn't be discussed.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not just going to be in the disability space. It's going to be in anything, retail and office space, anything.
And nursing, I heard a lot of nurses.
Yeah.
Other nurses talking shit about patients. So yeah, I know what you're saying there.
Yeah. So I think the next thing for me is going to be looking at that's professional boundaries training, and maybe a book around that. Because you hear about professional boundaries, but what are they?
Right.
No one has anything that you can learn from until HR pulls you in and goes, "No, you crossed professional boundaries there.
You violated this one. I'm writing you up, and you're getting fired."
Yeah, but hang on, you haven't taught me what the professional boundaries are.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, nice.
So I'm thinking down that way. Yeah.
Okay. All right, man.
More holistic.
Okay.
Because then, if you're maintaining professional boundaries and you're doing self-care, you're protecting yourself two ways, so that you don't bring on that other stress from other people.
Nice. All right, Couchers, Brett Sams, everybody. Oh my gosh, man, that definitely interesting. I know. Hold on. Did I turn my volume all the way down? It won't let me clap for you. There you go. Brett Sams, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, make sure you go to the website, man. Make sure you check out his stuff, man. Definitely some good stuff in the works, coming down the pipeline. Make sure you check out the book. Make sure you take the free self-care. What is it? Assessment.
Self-care assessment.
Yeah, take that self-care assessment, man. Because you got to take care of yourself. Because if you ain't taking care of yourself, ain't nobody else gonna do it. And then you ain't gonna be here. So you got to make sure.
And you can't take effective care of other people either.
Absolutely. So make sure you check that out. And he's not going nowhere. That's just the end of the interview process. Jumping into his life. We go get into the rest of the show. As you know, I like to start. Last week I didn't do it because my guest was a part of the recap, and so we had kind of touched on it a little bit, but we always like to do a recap on what happened to us during this weekend or anything like that. How was your weekend, man? Everything was good? What'd you do?
Yeah, it was good.
Excited?
I actually took Friday off as a self-care day.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah.
Nice 3-day weekend.
Got to practice what you preach.
There you go.
So, took the kids rock climbing, indoor rock climbing.
Okay.
So, social, emotional, physical, meeting the pillars there.
There you go.
Saturday, I went. So my father-in-law owns a 36-acre farm with cows on it.
Okay.
So went and helped him do some fencing. And then Sunday, pulled my smoker out and did some pulled pork.
Hey, oh man, you got to send me some. I know it's probably gonna be super old by the time they get here from Australia, but man, that sounds good right now. Some pulled pork.
I'll send it in the mail.
Oh my gosh. Oh, pulled pork is so good. Man, that is nice. That's nice. Yeah, I didn't. Huh?
What did you get up to?
No, nothing much really. Friday I ended up dropping little mama off to her mom on Friday. She there for the week because I told her, during the summertime when she's not in school, I'll let her get her for a whole week, once a month for a week. So that this is her week that I, let little mama go over there. Missing the hell out of her, but talk to her every day, twice a day on the phone. So dropped her off, had softball. We actually had fun at softball, but we did get our ass whooped. And it's funny because I kind of revamped the team a little bit. And the team we played, it got their ass whooped the week prior. And they're one of the better teams in the league. So I already knew it was going to be if we didn't hit as much as they was hitting, we was going to lose. And we hit, we just didn't hit as much as they did. They just was hitting everywhere. So, but it was still fun. I had a good time. Then actually went to, I call her my little sis, Miss KT. I went by one of her friends' house because she was celebrating a new gig that she got, and they was had a little game night or whatever, and they were playing Scattergories, which is a game that is, it's all right. But the one I didn't like about it because it's certain questions that you have that's already the questions, but then they pick a letter, and then you got to answer those questions with that letter being the first letter of everything. And one of the questions was a car part. And I should have got this because I recently had this happen in my car and nobody got it but one guy. He said knock sensor, and I'm like, yep, he right. That's a car part, all right. But it was like color with a K. There's no color with a K. So it was like I told everybody, I was like, these 4 numbers should nobody have nothing for because it doesn't exist. But had a good time. Saturday went and helped out. I umpired a charity tournament for a friend of mine. That was pretty cool. Had some fun doing that. And then hung out with my girl Saturday night. She took me to dinner for my birthday. And then yesterday, ran into a Karen. I won't get too deep into it. It was stupid, but it was irritating. But I ended up picking up some umpiring games yesterday. And then out of nowhere, wasn't no rain in sight, no rain in the radar. And it started raining and it started hailing and it got real dark and the wind was crazy and I got soaked. But it was all in all, it was still a good weekend. Now we're here on Monday, man, talking to Brett Sam. So,
You made it through. You're back onto the scheduled week.
Yeah, man. Back to the scheduled week, man. Yep. So, that was pretty much it. Let's go to that next topic. What we got next? The childhood memories. One childhood memory or a childhood memory. Let me think. I know last week I used a good one. This week. Okay, so I got a childhood memory that I want to do today. I done did so much. I've been doing this show almost 3 years, so I done did a lot of childhood memories. But my childhood memory this week is going to be about when one of my best friends, Jay Luke, so he was driving without a license in his mom's car. His mom used to always let him get the car, even though he ain't had no license, right? And we 16, maybe I was 17. I think I was still 16 though, but I had my license. And it was me, him, and another guy. I happened to be in the back seat because the other guy called shotgun or was with him earlier or whatever. We're riding by to go to the store. And to go to the store in our neighborhood, you had to go by the police station. So we go to the store. I pick up some shells because, I got some weed. We go smoke or whatever. And so we got to ride back by the police station. So we ride back by the police station and it was a cop car coming up. And my friend that was driving, Jay Luke, looked at the cop. The cop looked at him. And he instantly got scared. So he pulled in the driveway real fast, like across the street from the fire station, and pulled in. And so the cop and rolled by or whatever and went down to the stop sign and made a right. And it was a house right there. So, we thinking he gone. And I tell my friend, I say, hey, I'm going to get out the car and go knock on these people's door. And he said, why? I say, because I'm going to knock on their door so it can give us time because I got this feeling. And he like, no, man, you don't even know him, blah, blah, blah. We just go pull out. The cop left, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, whatever. So he go to back out the driveway. He riding back down. That same cop and busted a Yui after he passed that house and ended up turning and seeing us. And of course, first thing he did was bust another Yui so he can pull us over because he my friend looked suspicious because he looked scared for no reason. Just drive a car like you got some sense. He wasn't doing nothing crazy, but so we get pulled over. My friend pulling the driveway real fast. We get pulled over and I got weed on me. So instantly, and I had some windbreakers on. I had windbreakers and a t-shirt. So instantly I go in my pocket to grab my weed and put it in my drawers, right? Put it in my underwear. Because I'm like, I'm not about to go to jail for something my friend did driving. He really wasn't driving stupid, but just being paranoid and scared and then not listening to me. I'm not going to jail for that. So I instantly did that. The cop instantly comes to my door and was like, what are you doing? What did you put in your, what did you put in your pants? What are you hiding? Blah, 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 and all this. And so he takes me out of the car and starts to search me. So he's patting me down. He don't feel nothing but like my keys and a couple of dollars that I had in my pocket. And he's like, "Where is it? Where is it? I know you put something there." And so he's like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "That's my pelvic bone that you touching on. Like what do you want? Like, you know." He's like, "I know you did something. I seen you moving back there, blah, blah, blah." I was like, "Dude, I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean?" You know, because he couldn't find nothing because it was in my drawers. Like, so so he let, you know, saying he like let me get back in the car. And so now he's messing with my friend. He's like license and registration. So of course, my friend doesn't have a damn license. So he ended up going to jail for driving without a license. But the cop let me drive his mom's car back to her house because I had a license. But us being kids, we don't want to go to, because we call her Mama Lou. We didn't want to go to the house without him, and we in a car. So we called one of our friends to say, "Hey, you know, such and such in jail. You think you can, you know, help us bail him out?" And he like, "Man, you better call his mama." So lo and behold, we had to go back to mama's house, and she was pissed. She was mad. She got him out of jail or whatever. He really ain't get in trouble for it, but still, it was like we went through all that just because he wouldn't let me get out and go knock on these people's door. I did not know, but it didn't matter to me because I would have sparked up a conversation. I'd have told him I'm like, you know, doing a survey or something. It didn't even matter. Like I would have literally made up something. So that is my childhood memory for this week. I was doing stupid shit and him going to jail for it. So
we all did stupid shit as kids, didn't we?
Oh yeah, that was the fun time to do stupid shit.
Yeah, no phones. You couldn't, you know, there was no evidence that you did it.
No, not at all. Like we didn't have cell phones back when I was a kid. Like
no,
we ain't had cell phones till I was in my 20s, I think. Well, no, it was a cell phone in my car, in my parents' car, one of them big ass block phones that you would take in the house with you. And it was like $5 a call. And I would ride around and fake like I was on the phone, but I wouldn't use that shit. Like
no one could afford it.
Hell no, nobody could afford it. That was emergency only.
Yeah,
because we go to a payphone and use it. So
yeah.
The
kids these days don't know what a payphone is.
Oh yeah, me and my girlfriend was talking about payphones the other day watching this show. Like, where can we find a payphone at? I was like, maybe a bus station. So, because they scarce. I don't even know where payphones are at right now. That was the closest I could think of on where a payphone might be. So.
But, you know, back in the 90s, they used to be on every street corner.
Every street corner, yes.
Now it's McDonald's.
Yep, absolutely. All right, Brett, give me a childhood memory. Give me a funny one, man. You kind of messed my head up with the first one you gave me.
I've actually got a couple. So, you know,
okay, go ahead.
We used to go camping every Easter at this really nice caravan park on the river. So it was mum, dad, my three brothers, and me. You know, it's just the weekend over Easter, so 4 days, fishing, swimming, barbecue, everything, just to get away from life for a couple of days. And there was one time where, you know, I think my little brother was 4, maybe 5. And he's put in his fish. It was almost the size of him. And he was really happy with it. And you know what? It tasted really good. So for me, camping was the weekend away.
Okay.
So, you know, everything was tied around camping or being outdoors or everything. So, yeah, that was a fond childhood memory of me, was going camping. Nice. But later on in life, around, you know, 2001, 2002, I grew up in Lismore, which is up near the Queensland border.
Okay.
Near Byron Bay, if you know the area. And that was, at the time, the second biggest area out in the state for illegal street racing.
Oh,
I didn't have a license at the time because I was only 15, but yes, I was part of that group. Would
nice.
drive around town, do laps, and find someone that you want to race, and you go out of town, have a drag race, and come back into town. Even a couple of cops joined in. The story was that there was an undercover cop who had a Volkswagen Beetle, like the old style, like 70s model Volkswagen Beetle. But he had a Porsche 911 motor put in it.
Oh, wow.
And he'd line up. He'd go.
Yeah, Porsche 911 in it? Yeah.
Yeah.
You think it's some old beat up Beetle, but he got something hidden in the trunk. I mean, in the
trunk is right. No, it's in the boot.
Oh, yeah, because it's a Beetle. Yeah.
But apparently the guy that designed the Beetle also designed the 911. So it was literally a bolt out, bolt in. They fit it in, easy fit. So yeah, he'd join in. Apparently, allegedly.
Right. And he wouldn't bust any of y'all because he was in the racing.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, where did you get your car from when you was 15? Did you have your parents' car and you was drag racing with your parents' car?
No, my brother, older brother.
Okay.
He had a VL Holden Commodore, so it's rear-wheel drive 3-liter V6.
Okay.
Similar motor to what's in the R33 Skylines.
Okay.
In a rear-wheel drive family car.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what's up. All right. Let's go on to one of my favorite subjects of the show, flowers while they're still here. We like to give people flowers while they're still here instead of being conditioned like so many of us are to give people flowers while they're dead and gone. My flowers are actually going to go to my friend's family, Pete. My guy Pete passed away a couple weeks ago, and I want to give flowers to his wife and his brother, Tony and Nadal. Because when I met Pete, he was, Lebanese guy, thick accent. And I always told people I spoke fluent Pete after knowing him for almost 15 years. And just his wife was such a sweetheart. And we used to always give her shit about how did you end up married so long to Pete crazy ass? And she would just be like, I don't know. I just tell him to shut up, And then Tony was always is always a stand-up guy, always stuck up for me. When Pete would be yelling and talking shit, but just them two, man, just being such genuine people. And I know they went through a difficult time. Tony lost his best friend, his brother, and then Nadal, she lost her best friend and her husband, Pete. So I know they were going through it, but just to see them, keep pushing and, keep having Pete's memory at the forefront of everything. They definitely deserve some flowers for the way they handled themselves, because I know it is a very difficult time in those situations. So Tony and Nadal, you guys are getting your flowers today. Brett, who you want to give your flowers to, brother?
Mate, first off, I want to start with the concept of this. It's great. Why do we wait until people have passed away before we appreciate them?
Right, yeah.
So mine today would be my best mate. I've known him since I was 3, so it's going on 35 years. We lived around the corner from each other. Every summer we'd be out riding bikes. Mm-hmm. This is back in the days before social media. If you want to know where someone was, look for their bike.
Yep.
And you remember, okay, that's their bike.
Yep.
It's like, okay, you remember what cars look like now. That's my mate's car. Yep. But back in the 90s, that's my mate's bike.
Yep.
So yeah, we're always around at his place, or he was around at our place. Trampolines. There was one time we were walking downtown, and because I grew up on, I guess you'd call it the highway, and there was a ute, or what Americans would call a truck, coming towards us, and the guy in the passenger seat's thrown out a firework out the window at us.
Oh shit!
And I saw it. It was only a little one.
Okay.
And I saw it, and I said, "Bang!" And he goes, "What?" And then it's gone off, and he's jumped, like he's taken off. He didn't know what happened. It was good.
Oh shit! Yeah.
He probably wouldn't even remember that, but I do. I remember that one.
Nice.
Yeah, best mate's name is Aiden. He was my best man at my wedding.
Okay.
Been with me for, as I said, since about the age of 3, we've known each other. So really good, solid bloke. Always answers the phone if I need to, and he'll call me. He's been through some situations himself, and yeah, I'm always here for a chat for him as well. So yeah, good mate.
All right. Well, Aiden, you are getting your flowers today, brother. Yeah. Mike Marcello, man. Hey, thanks for tuning in, man. He said, I love your podcast. I listen wearing my Princess Leia wig, Crocs, and Hello Kitty thong. My guy. Hey, as long as you listening, I don't care what you wearing. You can be butt ass naked listening. As long as you listen, baby, that's all that matters. So thank you.
Listening,
thank you.
Having fun, and laughing.
There you go. That's what counts. That's what counts.
And no photos.
He said no photos. That's hilarious. All right, so we're going to get into one topic before we go to our one and only sponsor break. So I was listening to this the other day, and I had to bring it up. I'm switching it up, though, on you, Brett. So when that list I gave you, I'm switching them. So yep. I heard this, and I want to run it by the couchers, the people that are listening right now, and you, Brett. So it's this couple. The wife had cancer, right? Had cancer for, I think it was 7 years, right? And the husband stayed and helped her through it and everything. She beat cancer. Kudos. That's a blessing.
That's huge.
Everything. But she told her husband, since she beat cancer, she wants to sleep with her coworker. And I was like, wait, what? And so it was like this big debate about it on, should the husband let her do it? Like, and the other debate was, is she wrong for bringing this up? Like saying, well, since I beat cancer, like I faced death and, I got through it. So now I want to sleep with one of my coworkers. My thoughts on that is like, bitch, is you crazy? Like, what do you mean? Like, hold on. Like, so you beat cancer and you beating cancer make you want to cheat on me after I've been here that whole time, holding your hand, being there for every chemo treatment and being by your side, didn't leave, didn't cheat, didn't kill you myself, because, that's a stressful time in anybody's life, especially, the spouse's life as well. And she wanted to sleep with the coworker. So it's like, as the husband, I'd have been like, yeah, you can sleep with the coworker, sign these damn divorce papers, and I'm taking you for every motherfucking thing. Like, what the fuck? Like, what kind of shit is that, man? Brett, what's your thoughts on that one, man? Because I was like, my head was like,
yeah, I'm kind of the same. Like, he's stuck with you through everything. Like my first thing was to steal a line from a famous Australian movie. Tell her she's dreaming.
Right.
He's, the part of this could be, is it just a fantasy that she's got and she's just communicating that, or is it something that she actually wants to do? There's a difference between a fantasy and what you want to become reality. So whether it's, I think the biggest thing here would be communication. Find out what's behind it. Talk about it. Is it just something that they can do, like role play together themselves, or is it something that she actually wants to do?
Right. Yeah. She need to do some self-care and not sleep with somebody else. Play with yourself. I can put if the guy bald, he can put a wig on or something, shave his beard or something, or shave his mustache.
Self-care is self-love.
Like, what the fuck? Carol
Yeah.
gonna say, shaking my damn head. Lisa, what's up, baby? She say, this is gonna sound awful, but it sure sounds like she's using cancer as an excuse. Hey,
Yeah.
it does, because like, so now you want to use cancer as an excuse, like, but you waited until after you beat cancer to bring this up, like if you like, God forbid because like, of course, everything is going to go through your mind in this situation when you got cancer. People assume they're worse, so they assume they're not going to make it or whatever. So why didn't she say, hey, like, I might not make it, can we bring somebody to the bedroom, a male, and then I'll let you bring a female to the bedroom, just in case I don't make it, like this. But after beating it and after being in remission for so long, you say, like, you want to sleep with your coworker? Like, that's crazy. Kara also said she's already cheating. Hey, that's what I think too. I think she said that to say, well, I already, slept with him, but I just want to let you know, like, hey, I want to sleep with my coworker. You know what I'm saying? Because it seemed like she already did it,
Yeah. Yeah.
Kara also said, hell no, she already fucked him. Hey, dead serious.
Seeking approval after the fact.
And that's what it almost seems like. It's like she wants to get approval after the fact because she probably did something, thinking she was going to pass away or something like that, and cheated. So I don't know if she's like trying to get back again, like do it again, or just the simple fact of, hey, I thought I was dying, I messed up, but I thought I was dying, so I slept with my coworker. Like, but still, it's like that just don't make no sense to me,
I think, moving forward, the first thing would be get your ass into therapy, both of you, and talk about it that way. Find someone that's, going to help, and as someone that's not linked to either party, find someone who's, impartial, and have a chat. Find out what's driving this. It could be that, as Carol said, she's already slept with him and just looking for approval afterwards. Is it just something that she wants to try? Is it? Who knows? But a good communication starter.
Yeah, got to. Carol also said, "Fucking guilty ass." Then she gonna say she missed the real ding dong. Like, what the hell? Oh shit. Yeah, I mean, they definitely need to go to counseling together. I mean, if she really wanted to do all that, she better tell them, like, hey, let's, maybe get into the lifestyle and be a swinger or whatever. But like, I just don't understand why she would bring this up now after so just imagine if she didn't cheat, right? So imagine she didn't cheat, like, at all, didn't sleep with this guy, but wants to sleep with him now. Like, but why bring it up now since you beat cancer? Like, I don't get why bring it up now when you beat something that was so deadly or could be so deadly, and it's, what I'm saying? Like, it's like you want to get a pass or something, like, because everybody, like, well, not everybody, but you got couples that'd be like, oh, I got this, this cheat pass if this certain celebrity ever comes around or whatever, and and they know they bullshit, and they know they ain't gonna never meet this person at all. But they, got like this, secret cheat pass with a celebrity. You know how that, well, everybody don't know how it go, but you've heard of it, right?
Hall pass.
Yeah, the hall pass.
Yeah.
So, but like, people use that just like, not like, I mean, as a joke, and they know it's never going to happen, but just like, something to fantasize about, I guess, every now and then. But why bring that up? And why is the coworker the hall pass? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's like I saw a picture a while ago. It was talking about a couple having a hall pass, and hers was Brad Pitt and all these celebrities, and his was your sister, your best friend. Like, keep it reality.
Say my hall pass is real people, motherfucker, because I can see them. Carol also said, "Ain't no wanting to try. She already drove the stick." Oh man, that's hilarious. But yeah, that's definitely something I wanted to discuss and wanted to break down. I don't know why. Like y'all are here the next topic, and I'll talk about it on the next topic. But like I don't know why they came up like this back to back on the same episode. But it's what I wanted to talk about today. But hey, put your other thoughts in the chat if you didn't chime in. But this is a great time to take our one and only sponsor break, y'all. We'll be right back with more Brett Sams, more Gist Therapy. And y'all know I'm your host, SB, and I'm taking us to break, baby.
Primal Screen in Kent, Ohio. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs, quality work, on time, fair prices. For more information, call 330-677-1766. Again, 330-677-1766. Or check us out online, primalscreenprinting.com. If you mention a podcast, you get 5% off. Peace.
Custom Design Aquariums, where we bring your aquatic dreams to life. With your help, using your imagination, together, we will turn your home or office into a peaceful getaway. For a free consultation, call 330-475-5181 or contact us by email at customdesignaqua@gmail.com. Once again, that is customdesignaqua@gmail.com. Mention this podcast and get 5% off.
Primal Screen in Kent, Ohio. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs, quality work, on time, fair prices. For more information, call 330-677-1766. Again, 330-677-1766. Or check us out online, primalscreenprinting.com. If you mention a podcast, you get 5% off. Peace.
Custom Design Aquariums, where we bring your aquatic dreams to life. With your help, using your imagination, together, we will turn your home or office into a peaceful getaway. For a free consultation, call 330-475-5181 or contact us by email at customdesignaqua@gmail.com. Once again, that is customdesignaqua@gmail.com. Mention this podcast and get 5% off.
Man, I love me some pizza, y'all. And I got the best place for you. Twisted Tomato Pizzeria. They got 2 locations and 2 more on the way. First location is in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio on Bailey Road, 1909 Bailey Road, Cuyahoga Falls. Phone number is 330-928-2222. They also got another location in downtown Akron across the street from Rubber Duck Stadium. That address is 325 South Main Street, Akron. Phone number is 330-849-5707. Best part about the downtown location is the beer wall. I like to call it the Dave & Buster's of beer because they got 36 glorious taps with wine, ales, IPAs, lagers, whatever you can think of is on this wall. And you go in there, you put money on the card, you walk up to the tap, put the card next to the tap, and pour as much beer as your heart desires. Man, it is just so good. When it hits your lips, it's just so good. And the best part about Twisted Tomato Pizzeria is they cater to your taste buds. And a lot of people say, SB, what do you mean by that? I mean, They cater to your taste buds. Whatever you order, you can customize it to your liking. I'm a cheeseless person. I no cheese, extra sauce, man. That's how I get my pizzas. That's how I get my calzones. That's how I get my meatball subs, whatever it is, no cheese, extra sauce. Even with a salad, I say no cheese, extra sauce. And they'd be like, what is dressing? I don't care, extra sauce. And that first bite every time it'd be, bitch. Like, it's just so delicious, man. It's great. Make sure you check them out. And when you call and order some food, you let them know you listen to Just Therapy, the podcast, and you get a 10% discount. 10% is better than nothing, and it's a discount. Everybody loves discounts, not just Black people, not just white people, not just Puerto Rican people. Everybody love a good discount. So I'm telling you, check them out. Twisted Tomato Pizzeria. Brad keeps saying he's the owner. He keeps saying he go change the saying to bitch, but I think he's scared. He's scared because I'm telling you, that'd be the best slogan ever. But he has a slogan. It's if it's pizza, it's possible. Twisted Tomato Pizzeria. Check them out. And we are back. I still ain't found that damn thing on my soundboard. It sucks. I missed the air horn, man. I missed the air horn. But we back. Just Therapy, the podcast is back, and we still got my guest Brett Sams in the building. Sorry for everybody watching live. That was a little longer than normal break. Usually I can run, even with my daughter here, I can usually run to the bathroom, do what I need to do real quick, but I was dragging and I wanted something else to drink. So, and I needed more juice for my vape. So we played both commercials twice, back to back. But Spotify, y'all don't know nothing about, y'all don't even know what I'm talking about, Spotify listeners, because you ain't gonna hear none of it. So hey, you gotta love the digital after the fact, right, Brett?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man. Hey, so let's get back into the show, man. Here goes the next topic. I'm telling y'all, I don't know why it is about crazy ass wives, y'all. Crazy ass wives. I got another crazy ass wife story. It should be crazy, funny, fucked up wives story on this one. That's what it should be, these two. So listen, husband refuses to use his work bonus to loan money to his wife's brother, and now she won't speak to him. Like, I don't get it. Like, how's she gonna get pissed because he won't use his shit? Like, it's crazy. So listen, a man recently upset his wife when he refused to lend her brother a large sum of money so he could buy a house in China. Like, what does the price of tea in China have to do with buying a house in China? Like, that's what I want. But the wife had wanted her husband to use his work bonus money to help her overseas brother, but insisted that he would be paid back, right? Here's what the husband had to say about their disagreement. He said, I was asked by my wife about the bonus I recently received from work this year. When I told her about what I got, she asked me if I could loan her $10,000 since she's never asked me for something like this before. So he should have known when she says, since she's never asked me for something like this before, he should have known there was some bullshit about to come up. He said, I asked what it was for. She said it was to help her brother buy a house and she would give him the loan and she would pay me back in monthly installments of $1,000. Her brother lived abroad in China and wanted to buy a home in that country. His sister wanted to help him out. The man has several questions about this agreement, including whether it was a gift, how the money would be sent, when the house would be purchased, and when the brother would repay the loan. The wife assured him it wasn't a gift and that her brother would pay him back eventually. but no clear timeline was given. The husband said, I was really concerned that her brother might not pay her back, and I told her as much. My big concern is that he'll pull a "you're married to a rich American" shit. And so I don't want to have to pay you back line on her. There's no real recourse if he doesn't. And I don't think that they're really that close. He was especially concerned since they lived in two different countries and he had been burned by lending money to friends and family in the past. What are your guys' thoughts? Hold on. Carol said she's special. Then she said, yeah, okay. And then she said, eventually, yeah, like that whole damn story is a crock of shit, though. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Since I've never asked you for anything like this before, let me borrow $10,000 to give to my brother so he can buy a house in China. And then she said she'll pay him back. But then she turned around and said the brother would pay him back. So who the fuck was going to pay him back the money?
No one.
Right. Like, what in the fuck was they thinking? Carol's right. That's some bullshit. Brett, what do you think of this story, man? Like, is he wrong for saying no?
No. I don't think he's wrong at all. No, I kind of get it a little bit because, you know, there's some different borrowing rules in China. I think,
okay,
you know, I think the way it works is you can only borrow to buy one house. Like to get like you need like 20% to get one house, but if you want to buy a second one, you need like 80% deposit as a down payment to get the second house. So,
okay.
And that's why, you know, there's a lot of foreign investment in Australia because there is no that rule doesn't exist. So, you know, maybe it's that situation, but as soon as you say he'll be paid back eventually, I'm like, hell no.
And then $1,000 a month for $10,000. So you telling me you don't even know if I'm gonna be paid back within the year, in the 10 months?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know, but eventually, like, wait, you said $1,000 a month, like, and then that's crazy, like, and
$1,000 a month eventually. So what, in 10 years' time?
Right. So I'm gonna pay you $1,000 a year. Yeah. 10,000 in 10 years. I give you your money back. Like, what?
Then you get 1,000 in January this year, and next year you got to wait till February to get another 1,000.
Yep.
So you're gonna get it back in 10 months, but it's gonna be 1 month every year.
Man, that's crazy. And then, like, so my thing is I think he was right in saying no. Okay. First off, his wife didn't need the money, okay, to do something with. Her brother needed the money, and he said he don't even think they really that close. Okay. And if he's wrong and they're close, they're thick as thieves, right? Which for him to say that, I don't think they are, you know what I'm saying? But even if they were, he has the right to say no. Like, you want me to use my bonus that I got from work, right, to give your brother money to buy a house, and he needs $10,000? Like, what kind of house is he buying in China for $10,000? Like, are the houses that damn cheap?
I got no idea. I've never looked at buying real estate in China.
Me neither, but I'm assuming you buying a damn garage for $10,000.
Single garage, yeah.
Shit, because I watch a lot of house shows, right? One of my favorite shows, excuse me, on HGTV is House Hunters, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And they always do, like, they do a regular House Hunters and then a House Hunters International. And I love watching these shows, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, I get to see different culture, how they live, you know? And one of the couples was going to China to live, right? And they wanted to live kind of like how, you know, how they live in China. Like, you know, they had the, like, real low dining room table where they had to, you know, sit Indian style, or I'm sorry, crisscross applesauce, what the kids say, at the table to eat, which I would never be able to do. My knee's too bad. But, like, the rent was still like $5,000 American money a month. So that's what I'm saying. Like, $10,000, what is he trying to buy?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
I think Carol's right in setting him up for a divorce.
Exactly.
But
Yes.
you know, I think also, again, this comes back to communication. He's probably got earmarked in his mind, okay, I'm getting this much, I'm going to spend it on paying some bills, paying off a car loan, like a car note, putting some money on a mortgage. But
Paying our mortgage down. Yeah.
It's you know, same thing with self-care. You've got to look after yourself before you can look after others.
Absolutely.
So let's spend that money on us before we look at giving it to someone else.
Yeah. We can go on vacation, you know,
That's right.
go to an island and do it up and spend, you know, $8,000 for a nice week vacation and, you know, some Caribbean island with beautiful crystal clear water and the best, you know, resort, hotel for us, you know, but she wants to give her brother $10,000. Like, and then she don't even know when he gonna get paid back. That's the part I have a problem with. You know, I think that's the biggest detail of the story. She doesn't even know when the brother is paying them back. Like, so.
Well, it even sounds like she's gonna be paying him back, not the brother.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, I don't know. Like, because I know on Reddit they always do this, like, you know, am I the asshole? And they put the story up and, you know, have other people, you know, decide are they an asshole. He's not the asshole in this. I would say the wife is the asshole in this, fixing her motherfucking mouth to ask for $10,000 to get her brother. Like, she could have been like
a small amount of money either.
It's not a small amount of money in nobody's currency. Shit. Like, I would rather her ask for a new wedding band than to ask for $10,000 to give to her brother and on the hopes of eventually getting paid back. Like, what she should have did is just, I want to buy a new ring, and then took the money and gave it to the brother. But he would have asked her where the new ring at, you know, or something. But
again, tell her she's dreaming.
Yeah, Carol said, always take care of home first. Absolutely.
That's right.
Right. Absolutely right. You got to take care of home base first. You got to. Brett, would you do that if your wife came to you and was like, hey, can I borrow $10,000? And I mean, and it's only I've never asked for anything like this before. But can I borrow $10,000 to give my brother the money so he can buy a house in China?
Well, I think it comes down to how each couple manages their money. You know, some couples have separate bank accounts for everything, where some have joint bank accounts for everything. So if it's coming out of her money, it's not really an issue. But if it's coming out of a joint account, then yeah, well, let's have a chat about it. Would I do it? Probably not.
Oh, wait. You said probably. So there's a slim chance. There's like a 2% chance that you would do it.
I'd say less than that, yes.
You said less than 2%.
But it comes down to the situation. Do I need the money, or is it possible that I could get by without the money? Everyone's situation is going to be different. Right. At the moment, hell no.
Right, that's true. And then, like you said, that was a key point. Like, can I get by without that money? Because there's a rule, like, don't let nobody borrow nothing that you can't live without.
Yeah,
knowing that you might not get paid back. You know, I mean, you might have just paid a fee to get this person out of your life, you know, for the rest of your life. But that $10,000 is not a number that, you know, like, I mean, if it was like Jay-Z and Beyonce, I mean, okay, yeah, you know,
10 grand's pocket money, isn't it?
50,000 is like $5 to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But 10 grand is like $1 to them. But
yeah,
any other person, 10 grand is 10 grand. You know, so I don't think I'm willing to pay $10,000 to get somebody's brother, like, you know, my brother-in-law out of my life for the rest of my life. Like, nah, that's not. Because like I'm not gonna give you $10,000 even if I'm a millionaire. I'm like, I'm not about to just give you $10,000. No. Now, investment plan, you know what I'm saying, and a business plan, you want me to invest in something, I think about it. I really think about it. You know what I'm saying? See what the return on investment is and all that good shit. Then I might help you out, but just giving you money and hoping you pay me back, nah, bruh. Nope, not gonna happen.
It's like there's a story going around of a rich bloke here in Australia who his kids would come to him and say, can I have $5,000? And his response was, show me a business plan. What you want to do with the money. Plan it out. If I think it's a good deal, you'll get the money. If not, you won't. So, have that plan of what's going to go. And even if it's, the plan might be what happens if the plan goes wrong.
Right.
Well, it's still planned.
Yep, still planned.
Get it in writing, get a plan. Let's follow the plan.
Yep. Because then at that time, then I can be like, okay, you came with the business plan. It wasn't great, but then you had a plan just in case you failed.
Yeah. So, and let's face it, most businesses fail.
Yeah. And then I got you. Like, all right, here we go. I'll make the investment. You know what I'm saying? It might be a bad investment or it might be a great investment, but you did the due diligence on making the plan, making sure, you had a plan just in case it didn't work. I got you. Yeah, because I'm not.
But also what that does is that takes time for you to not think about the money, but think about a plan of getting it done. You're not thinking about the money and you're going, okay, do I really need the money?
Right.
It's like that you're sleeping on it sort of thing.
True. Absolutely. Yeah. That's crazy. So let's read a little bit, another part of this article. It says the couple currently share bills with the husband paying about 75% of everything. That's not sharing. Who's doing math in this place? Like KT would be, because she's a math teacher, she would be flipping her shit. Like if you currently share the bills, you're sharing the bills. 75% is not sharing any bill, right? But okay, say he paying about 75% everything. Since he earns more, after expressing his concerns, his wife decided to loan the brother the money. She told her husband she could no longer rely on him for financial aid. She is now upset and not talking to him, refusing to even discuss the matter further. That's laughable. That is laughable.
It is. But it comes down to, I read something the other day that's talking about how the way that women see men is for that financial stability, and that the majority of, not the majority, but a large proportion of divorces are triggered after the husband loses a job, because then he's no longer seen as being able to provide for the family.
Right.
She's not safe in her own mind because there's no money coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carol say, laughing my ass off. Yes, it is. It's what we agreed on. What about the 75%? Oh, that's hilarious. But yes, like most divorces, the top 5.
Yeah.
Financial is definitely one of the top reasons for divorce. Financial and then cheating. Like cheating is after finances. Like that's fucking nuts. Like finances, then cheating. Like that's crazy. That's like the order of top divorces, like 1 and 2. But yeah, man, like it's like I don't. And then so she took her own money because they, of course, like you said, have 2 separate bank accounts. They share the bills at him paying 75% of the bills. So she took her own money. And that's my thing. If you got your own money, right, and you got 10,000, right, and you comfortable with getting rid of 10,000 and not getting paid back, why the fuck you ask me anyway?
Yeah. Why bring it up and start an argument when you could have done it yourself?
Why bring it up? Now you don't want to talk to me and you don't want to bring the shit up no more. But you walking around our house where I'm paying 75%. And you don't want to talk to me. Like, wait, that don't make no sense. So when they go to bed at night, Like they don't even sleep in the same room anymore because she don't want to talk to him because he didn't want to give her brother $10,000. Like, come on, you got to learn how to fight your battles. Like, and that is not a battle that should be fought between anybody. Like, no.
And this is a big argument for having a written budget and a plan of how money's coming in, how money's going out. If it's something that's coming up in 12 months' time, can we plan for it rather than just do it? Oh, it's coming up now, we've got to do it, because that's when people go and have these arguments or go into, go and get a credit card to fix a flat tire.
Right.
When if you had a budget and plan for it, then you're not having these extra stress to come up with the money.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And that's the thing, because like you said, budget it out. You know what I'm saying? Because if we got it, let's do it. Like we got it. All right. Well, all right. Let's talk about it. All right. Whatever. Let's go half.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like let's actually share this. Like we supposed to be sharing the bills, and I ain't doing 75%. We can go half. I'll give you 5. You take your 5. And we help your brother out. But this is the thing, like planning it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, let's take a year or whatever. Because what did he wake up that day and be like, hey, I need $10,000 and I'm about to buy this house? No, motherfucker, you knew you wanted to buy a house. So why are you just now saying something?
Yeah.
So, and then where his significant other at, or where his job at, where all he need is $10,000 to buy a house. Because, like, again, you ain't buying no motherfucking house nowhere for $10,000. Well, there's a couple places, but you got to do way more than $10,000 in renovation to make the house worth something. So you can buy a house for $10,000, but you putting at least 50 to 100,000 into the house to renovate. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm talking too fast right now. To get it to where it's a house, but you ain't just buying a house you can live in for no $10,000. No, unless it's like a jail cell, there's 2 cots in there and a toilet with the sink above the toilet. That's it. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh man, we got another crazy one, man. It is that time for my favorite subject of the podcast. Crazy, funny, fucked up news. Yeah. Oh man, this is like my favorite subject of the evening all the time. Every Monday, this is my favorite one. And we got a doozy for you. We have a doozy for you. Listen to this headline. White college student says she hopes all black guys die after her black boyfriend didn't text her back.
He's lucky. Run away.
He better never, ever, ever text that motherfucker. Like, he shouldn't even had sex with this crazy bitch. Like that.
Run, dude. Run.
Woo! She said all after her black boyfriend didn't text her back. All right, so here we go. Oh shit. White girl says she hopes all black guys die after breakup. In this day and age, people are being increasingly open with their cruelty. It's not just what people are saying, it's what they're doing. People are acting out of simple emotions and destroying lives. In addition, many people are actively taking lives, right? At the University of Wisconsin, go figure, there is a white female student who had received a lot of attention. She posted a tearful video rant where she said, among other things, that she wants all black men to suffer and die. Apparently, this young woman was romantically involved with a black man. Like all relationships, this one had its fair share of problems. Clearly, this young woman was on the receiving end of these problems. So like most people do, she had an emotional reaction. However, where the line is crossed is when she brings race into it. Not only did this young woman put every black man in the same category, She also condemned all black men to the same fate due to her anger. The videos of this young woman ranting about black men have gone viral. After all, she did say she wanted all black men to go back to picking cotton. In addition, she said she wanted them to work until they died. After that, she posted the videos. As a result, people are now demanding she answer for things she said. Furthermore, they are beginning to put pressure on the University of Wisconsin to expel this woman. Woo! Shit. Like, oh my gosh. Like, oh my gosh. So basically, she's a college student, right? Found this dude, right? Don't even matter what color he is. Found this dude. Probably had sex after the party. And he dicked her down, where she fell in love instantly. Instantly, right? Probably made her do something she ain't never do before, right? And she got mad because he didn't text her back. And she thought it was over because he didn't text her back. Like, you a college student. You know what I mean? People go through several different relationships during college. Like, bitch, go find another black dude to make this dude jealous. Like, I don't understand how people can just automatically go straight to, I hope he dies, but all people that look like him die. And then to put the icing on the cake, she said she wants all black men to go back to picking cotton. Bitch, I ain't never picked a piece of cotton in my motherfucking life. And I'm definitely not about to pick no cotton just because this little college hurt feelings ass bitch, because she got dick down and he don't want to mess with her no more. I'm definitely not, what? Go back to pick, motherfucker? I ain't never picked no cotton. So what you mean go back? She should know her history to know, like, 95% of the black people alive right now have never picked cotton a day in their damn life. What you mean go back to picking cotton? This bitch crazy, man. Crazy. Brett, talk to me, man.
I think he's lucky.
He
needs to run away and never return.
He definitely dodged the bullet by not messing with this. He dodged the bullet by not texting her ass back. And she showed her true fucking colors. But she wasn't talking about he need to go back to picking cotton when she was sucking and slobbing on it. I bet you she wasn't saying all that when she was slobbing him down, right? What you think, Brett?
I think he's definitely dodged a bullet.
She couldn't talk all that shit when her mouth was full, right? Like, unless she really got skills, she couldn't talk at all while her mouth was full. But now she mad because she couldn't get a call back. Like, come on. Like, respond to a text. Like, not even a call, a text. Woo! Man. These people crazy. Carol said he got the coochie and dumped her. Now she mad because he used her. Girl, bye. Right. Like, what do you mean? You in college. It's going to happen. Then she also said, boom, she bobbed for apples. Oh, shit. You roll on the floor at that one? Oh, my gosh. Like, because, oh, my gosh. Brett, what was she thinking, man?
I don't think she was.
No, she wasn't. She was definitely dickmatized and got hypnotized and then got mad and angry and then went back to her like wait, what? Because first off, if she was really this racist, like her reaction, right? Her reaction, the reaction part, right? If she was really that racist, she would have never fucked a black dude.
Yeah.
She never would have. Because, all right, I'll put this out there. I done messed with a white girl that was mad at her parents because they was racist and fucked a black dude, but she wasn't racist. So she did it to get back at them because they was racist. So this is not even an example for her because there's no way she's this racist, because she proved it with her comments, that she would ever, you know what I'm saying, sleep with a black dude. She literally was just hurt. Her feelings was hurt. So she tried to think of the most hateful thing she could say to justify her being mad because she didn't receive a simple text message back. Oh shit, a text message, man. Oh my gosh. Woo, he Brett, like you said, he dodged the bullet.
Yeah.
He dodged the big, like that's like gotta be like an M16 motherfucking rifle bullet. Like that's a big ass bullet to dodge right there. He definitely Keanu Reeves Matrix.
Matrix.
He definitely just
Yeah.
Yeah, because woo, she crazy. She crazy. I bet you it was probably good though, because she that crazy. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's wrong with people these days. And then yes, so I would be outraged and I would be like, hey, Wisconsin, like you letting your students do all this hatred and you still letting them go to your campus? Like you know, you really got to answer for this one, because something need to be done with that. And then like she did this, and the crazy part about it is like a lot of people go to social media to vent, right? But then go viral and make themselves look dumb as fuck. So now you got all these people that don't know you personally, right? But if they ever was to see you, they know who you are, but you don't know who they are. So when they come up and knock your head off your shoulders, you're going to be like, well, why did that happen?
Yeah. And let's face it, in today's world, we need more people to be coming together and not separating everyone. Let's you know, we're all going through the same shit. Let's help each other out.
All of us. We all going through the same shit. Like all she had to do was hit me up. I could have hooked her up with a young dude. Like he would have, you know, beat the brakes off of it. You know what I'm saying? Helped her out. You know, she fall into love in college too early. You don't fall in love in college like that. Like, you know, go to the parties, have some fun, mess with the frat boys. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, you know, she don't know. She might like girls next year. She don't know. How she gonna get that bad? How she gonna get that bad? Oh shit, Carol gonna say I'm done with you. I can't help it, man, because like these crazy, funny, fucked up news stories, I can't make this shit up, y'all. It writes itself, man. It writes itself. It's just comical at its finest, man. Like I can't write this shit. This shit is hilarious. Shit's hilarious, Brett. I can't even write that shit that good.
And like the amount of craziness seems to be getting more and more every week. It's like, you know, what can we top from last week? Let's come up with something. But, you know, all it's doing is making you look bad. And as you said, people are going to social media, putting things on social media that should be private.
Exactly.
Let's keep stuff private. There's no filter of what's private and what's public.
Nothing. Like no filter at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Some things just shouldn't be said. And that's one of them.
That is one of them. Especially and then to be mad because they ain't text you back. Like, come on, man. A simple text back? Like, that's all you wanted was a text back? Like,
yeah.
Let me find where this motherfucker at and tell him, hey, text that bitch back because she crazy. Don't say you gonna hook up with her again. Just respond to her text message.
Maybe don't text her back because she's crazy.
Oh shit! Oh my gosh! I hope she don't come up with nothing, because then she gonna be like, I got chlamydia, and I'm mad. So I hope so what if the next dude that mess with her, right? Hypothetically, next dude, frat guy. He's from Gamma Rho, you know, white dude, Dick her down. Don't text her back. What's she gonna say? She hope all white people go back to picking cotton? Like, what the fuck? What's she gonna say?
She's got nothing.
What's she gonna say? And then if he give her something, like he gave me the clap, I hope all white guys go and get their dicks cut off or something. Like, what she's gonna say? I'm lost. Oh.
No idea.
Oh my gosh, these people are nuts, and that's why it's a segment called "Crazy, Funny, Fucked Up News." Yeah. Because I swear, I can't make this shit up, man. I just be finding these damn stories, and I'll be like, get the fuck out of here. I got to talk about this on the podcast. And I don't never run out of stories for crazy, funny, fucked up news. Never. Not once. Not one
Just
time.
churning them out.
Not one time, man. Oh, my gosh. Brett Sams, man. Thank you for coming on the couch, brother, man. I really, really, really enjoyed our time together, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate
Thank you,
man. Appreciate you. Before we get up out of here, man, give everybody your social medias. I'll go ahead and put this website up on the screen, but go on ahead and give all your social media so our Spotify listeners and our other listeners can know where to find you, know where to find the book, know how to, keep in touch, all that good stuff.
So the website is selfcarezone.gumroad.com. From there, you can get the book, the self-care assessment that's free. I recommend you do it. And keep an eye out for the course that's coming as well. Social medias, it's the Self-Care Zone. TikTok, Clapper, Instagram, Facebook, and Threads.
Are you on Threads now? How is I keep hearing about people going on Thread. Like, again, I'm gonna be late like I was to TikTok. I'm gonna be late, of course, but how is Thread? Is it like I heard it's like Twitter almost? Is it right?
Well, I never had Twitter, so I can't compare it. But from what
you didn't miss nothing.
Yeah, from what I understand, it's basically Meta's version of Twitter. Okay. And there's a few issues that have come up in the terms and conditions. Apparently, you need to give Meta full access to your health records and everything as well. So people are not jumping on it just for that reason.
Okay. Yeah.
And the only way to get to delete your Threads account is to delete your Instagram account, and no one's going to do that.
No one's going to get rid of Instagram to get rid of Thread. Yeah.
No.
All right. Well.
So each to their own. If you want to do it, then go ahead. If not, then it's up to you.
All right. And it's all under the Self-Care Zone.
Yeah.
All right. Make sure you check them out, Couchers. Make sure you check them out. I'm telling you. Yes. Hold on. Here we go. She said, appreciate you, Brett.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then she also said, it's like Twitter. Okay, I thought so. And then she said, wow, I think she was talking about the medical records. Like, yeah, I don't know about giving medical records to
I think big companies well, it's not just social media, it's big companies. Yeah. Any big company.
Yeah. So did you get on before they asked for your medical records?
No, I found out 2 days after I joined up. But
2 days after, okay.
Yeah, but it's linked to my the Self-Care Zone Instagram page. So if I want to get rid of it, it's not a huge issue.
No, that's true. That is true. And get rid of it, start over, and just put Self-Care Zone.
Yeah.
Take out D, or you can even put DA, the Self-Care Zone.
Yeah.
There you go. Carol said I deleted the app, thought it was boring. Oh, okay.
There's a big social media guy going around talking about how if you don't have a business or not producing content, there's really no point in getting Threads.
Okay.
So, he knows what he's doing. He talks about social media all the time. So
nice. Nice. And couchers, y'all know how to find me, all that good shit. Just follow the page, Just Therapy, the podcast on Facebook and YouTube. On Instagram, it's Just Therapy Pod. You can also email us. I don't know why I keep saying us, because me and Just Therapy is more than one person. It's just me and Just Therapy. It's like two people, even though Just Therapy is not a real person. So I always say us. You can email us at justtherapypod@gmail.com. But I'm telling you, I take all the emails. You can send questions, you can send comments, you can send crazy, funny, fucked up news, you can send regular stories you want me to talk about on the podcast. Believe me, I will talk about them. You already know the best interactive podcast out, and I'm self-proclaiming that. Y'all know I say that pretty much every week. So make sure you keep checking in with us, and I appreciate y'all being here on the couch with us for this therapy session, man. And since you already know how the podcast go, man, Brett, you already know, man. You said you didn't listen to a couple episodes, so you know what's coming, man. The close. Something you can ponder on until the next time you see us live on Facebook or YouTube or hear us on Spotify. Something you can ponder on. Yeah, so we're gonna have this close. I'm gonna read it and then you go break it down in your terms. I'm ready for this breakdown, brother. This has been a great episode, man. Again, thank you so much for coming on the episode, man. Definitely enjoyed you, man. Definitely enjoyed you. And we're gonna keep in touch because I want to come out to Australia and get some pulled pork from you and enjoy that winter weather in July, where it's only like 55 degrees in wintertime. I'll take it. That's like Cali.
Mate, you're welcome. Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I got my passport. I'm going. I keep telling my girlfriend to get her damn passport, but she better hurry up because I'm going. When I get the money, I'm going. Shit, let's go. Because I want to mess with a cow. I don't want to mess. I just want to see a kangaroo. I don't want to get my ass whooped by no kangaroo.
Just watch the drop bears.
All right, here we go. Let's go. Here we go. This is the close for the night. Standing alone is better than being around people who don't value you. Ooh, I like that one. Yeah, we'll do it one more time. Standing alone is better than being around people who don't value you. Man, that's a good one to break down there. Brett, break it down for us and we'll get up out of here.
Yeah, so a lot of times you might have an idea, you share it with your mum, your family, and they're all against it. But if you hadn't have shared it, you're just going to run with it. And who knows where you're going to end up. So you're better off to just, do it by yourself and keep everything close to your chest and then come up for air in 6 months and they're going to go, oh shit, what's he done? Well, how's this? How's it affected me by them not telling me? They're not going to know. The only thing that's going to happen is that you're going to make some progress in your life.
Nice. There we go. My guy, I'm going to start calling you the self-care guru, man. I'm going to give you that title, man. Take it.
I'll take it.
Hey, Couchers, make sure you check out his website. Please check out his website. I'll throw it in the chat one more time. And when I get to it, I'm almost there. There we go. selfcarezone.gumroad.com. Please check out his website. Check out his book. I'm telling you, I'm going to start reading it today. On my 15-minute walk I'm about to take right now after this motherfucking podcast because it's nice outside. I need to do some self-care in, man. I'm going to walk around the little block real quick, come back home and relax, watch an episode of Wu-Tang, and then call it a night, baby. But Brett, once again, man, hey, thank you so much for coming on the couch, man. Definitely enjoyed this episode. Definitely enjoyed you, brother. We'll definitely keep in touch, man. Anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
Man, I just hope this, what we've discussed is helpful for at least one person and can make an improvement in their life. So thanks for the opportunity, and no doubt we'll be in touch soon.
Hey, sounds good, Brett. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. All right, Couchers, thank you once again. Hey, because one thing you can never get back is time, and I thank you for spending your time with us. Another episode of Just Therapy, the podcast, in the books. We'll see you next week, God willing. I'm your host, SB, and we out. I'm sending this home, baby. All right, Brett, thanks, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
MICAH Beats activated.
Welcome to Just Therapy, where we talk about life with a comedy twist. With your hosts, comedian Sean Boyd, Antonio Ferguson, and Miss KT. We talk about a whole bunch of shit from politics to people actually taking shits. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the therapy session. Man, this be dope. Make a motherfucker want to rap. I can't rap, man. Hold on, here we go. I can't rap. I really can't. But come sit down on the couch with us. Man, I can't rap. Come to the couch. Enjoy the show. Let's go.